It's Friday night, February 28th, and today the President and Vice President of the United States embarrassed not only the United States, but the entire free world in their utterly despicable and cowardly treatment of President Zelensky of Ukraine. For the first time in our history, in an unprecedented move this week, the United States sided with Russia in the United Nations vote that condemned the war in Ukraine. We sided with an aggressor, not just an aggressor, but a dictator who has stated goals of empire, and in fact has already moved in that direction in previous years with actions in Crimea. There's absolutely no question what is right and what is wrong in this case. The United States has made some mistakes, of course, in the past, but never have we been so out of step with the founding values and the principles of what make us the oldest democracy in the world. This matters. This matters a lot. And this doesn't just matter for the people of Ukraine. It matters for all of our allies in Europe, and it matters for us in the United States as well. This treatment by our president and vice president today was indicative of the cowardly policy and the policy reversals, in fact, that go against everything that we have ever stood for, everything that we have fought for as a country in World War I and in World War II, everything that we have stood for in every treaty since that time. I'm a veteran. I wore the uniform for 10 years. And I swore an oath to the Constitution that I would support and defend that Constitution against any enemy, foreign and domestic, in a cost that could have included my life. Other people that served at the same time as I did, in fact, give their lives. Other people before and after I have served have given their lives. And it's not because they were serving a party. It's not because they were serving a policy or a president. It's because we were serving an idea. And that is what makes our country great, is that we are built on ideas that are bigger than the president, that are bigger than a party, that are bigger than an administration. And that is not the way that this president is acting. That is not the policies or the rules or the values that are put in place to govern our great democratic republic that is being observed by any of the members of this administration. Quite frankly, it is an utter travesty, and it is a crisis for our country. We need to act in every way that is possible to us to act. We, the people, are still in charge. So write your congressman or woman, write your representatives, tell the legislature to get out of their seats and get the work done that needs to be done to hold this administration accountable. That is how the three pieces of our government are supposed to work. Not to allow the executive to run away with power and assign it to some crazy billionaire who's not looking at any of the procedures that are in place. Now, this doesn't mean that we don't admit that there are challenges in our government or that we've made some mistakes along the way. Of course, all of that is true. But there is a way to manage the government that has lasted ever since our founding in 1776. And we have to honor and uphold and respect the Constitution that is the base for everything that we stand for all of the lives that have been given in defense of the Stars and Stripes, but also of our allies, because we believe in the free world. We believe in supporting people who are fighting for their freedom. What happened this week is against everything that America stands for. It's against everything that any veteran has ever fought for, or anybody that we remember on Memorial Day has ever died for. I'm a mom, in addition to being a veteran, and I'm a business owner. And I am worried about every single piece of this, and my children and their lives and their education, and your children and your grandchildren and everybody that will follow. I'm worried for our businesses and the economic stability in our country and in the free world. I'm worried for our principles and our values, which are the most important things that we hold dear to be able to move forward as a free society. And frankly, I'm worried as a veteran. My son wants to go to the Naval Academy. I would not support that right now. I would not support that choice because until we know that we are working again as a democratic republic is supposed to work in accordance with the values and the rules and the governance of the Constitution and the three branches of government working as checks and balances and in balance, in accordance with the way that they are supposed to operate, frankly, it's not a safe place. It's not a place that is values-based. It's not the direction I would want him to go. We have a lot of work to do. Please write or call your congressman and do it every single day. Write or call your senator and do it every single day. Attend town hall meetings. Cancel your subscriptions that have anything to do with any of the billionaires that are supporting this ridiculous administration. Understand that our values are under attack. When the United States allies with a dictator, when the United States allies with a repressive country that has actually caused the wars that people are dying and fighting for right now, we've lost our way. But I believe that we can get it back. I believe we are still about that Constitution. I believe we are still about the values that are at the heart of what makes us who we are. With all of the blemishes that we have and all of the mistakes that we have made, we have until recently continued to get better and continued to improve. We have to take back those values. We have to take back the ideas that make America who we are. And in the meantime, anybody who is a real American, we stand for Ukraine.